Good morning, everybody. Human Carjack here, and today we're going to be going to pick up some BC Racing coilovers. Now, these coilovers, I found them on the Facebook Marketplace, which surprisingly, like, there's a lot of stuff. I never really went on Facebook Marketplace, for $300. And the seller is actually including a pair of lowering springs as well. Not lowering springs, lower control arms. So that's pretty cool, all for $300, so that's a steal. I was looking at the springs in the pictures. There is a little bit of rust on them on the bottom, so eventually if I want I could replace the springs, but they have 16,000 miles on them, so I think that's a pretty good deal. Not too bad. It was used as a daily driver, so nothing crazy like autocross. But yeah, but before we do that, I want to show you guys some cool things I got in the mail. So a couple of nice little cosmetic things. We have a Sparco tow hook. This is going to be for when I go single exit exhaust. By the time this video comes out, I might have already had it, because I think I might be going to a custom shop to get one tomorrow. And over here we have the Perrin license plate relocator kit. So probably when I get back from Connecticut today, I'm going to put this on. There are a couple other little goodies that I have in the car. Recently we picked up a brand new intercooler by TurboXS, a charge pipe. Again, I might have even put that video out already, or it might be coming soon, I'm not sure. My videos are kind of out of order right now. But yeah, so a lot of really cool parts to be installed. Alright, so we just picked up the stuff. I was having a nice conversation with the owner of that WRX that you guys see right there, Matt. So he gave me a lot of cool information, really nice guy. We were talking about the coilovers. They're a little bit rusty. Oh, that was him just now. He's speeding off. He has an external wastegate. They're a little bit rusty. They need a little bit of TLC, but I think I might replace them. He said to give them a try because, like, they're totally fine. They're like a tiny bit rusty. So I'm gonna show you guys that right now. So I really wanted to film his car because it was freaking beautiful. It was like a 2012 WRX hatch. He did a bunch of mods too. He's got like 400 horsepower on it. But this is all the stuff that we have set up for right now. So we have the Perrin air oil separator. We have the inlet hose for the 2015 WRX, so that's going to be going on as well. And then we have the coilovers right over here that we just picked up. Oh yeah, and the TurboXS intercooler. So let me get these boxes out of the way. Let me show you guys real quick the quality of them. Alright, so here they are. So we have 16,000 miles on these. Not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, like over here on some of them, like especially the rear ones, like this rear one, slowly starting to chip a little bit. I know it's paint, so the integrity of the actual spring is probably still intact. It's probably still really good. But I might do some cleaning up on that. I might take like a wire brush and maybe some like vinegar or something like that and try to clean it up. See how it looks then. We do also have the lower control arms. So Matt actually told me that the bolts that it came with he doesn't have, so those I'll have to get from somewhere, but he was kind enough to let me know how all this stuff works, because I've never installed coilovers before, and how to do it with, like, how to adjust it with like the wrenches and things like that, and how this corrects for camber. So the only thing I'm really going to need is I think it's 2 bolts on each of these control arms. I'm not exactly sure. But tomorrow I'm going to be going to a shop to get an exhaust quote. Maybe I'll have them take a look at it, and maybe if they do have replacement springs that do work on these coilover sets, then I might just have them replace them. But yeah, everything moves freely, like nothing is seized up, so he loosened them up just to show me that everything works, which is really nice of him. So thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate it, man, and I hope you enjoy this video. So just went and visited my buddy Sebastian. I'll link his page in the description. He's got that really nice WRX right over there. And we went and visited him, and we got some stuff for the coilovers just now. So we got a wire brush, right, in order to kind of clean off some of the rust. So we're going to clean that off with some like vinegar and stuff, and some paint cans, some black paint, because I want to paint over it after I get the rust off. So that should be a nice little project, so we're going to get to that in a little bit. So we have our coils here. We got some of the cleaning stuff that we're going to be using. We have our white vinegar, a degreaser spray right over here, our brush like we showed you before, paint, things like that. So the one thing I have to do right now is actually watch a video on YouTube on how to disassemble these so I can get the springs off. We're going to be scraping off some of the rust, cleaning it up a little bit, and then we're going to paint over it just to kind of seal in that, I guess, that protection. So what's happening is the more I kind of scrape off the paint, like the rusted paint, the more that like as I travel up, even like the good paint is starting to scrape off. So I don't want to end up scraping off all the paint. So I want to show you guys the lower control arms. The lower control arms came out pretty good. Had the degreaser right over here, so I used that. They look a little bit cleaner, so not bad. Cleaned up some of the bolts too. That looks pretty good. I didn't get to these yet, but honestly I don't think I'm going to do them. What I'm thinking is tomorrow when I go to the shop, I'm going to ask for an exhaust quote, and I think I might have them install these as well. I'm going to see if they have any springs that fit these coilovers in stock and get some new springs, because they're not even that expensive. So if I can replace the springs, I'll be really happy with that. And if they don't have them in stock, I'll put them on for now, and then maybe in the summertime I'll get some replacement ones. So I'm unloading a bunch of stuff that I had in the car. Got all the Perrin parts, charge pipe, heat gun that we're going to be doing some vinyl wrapping in the summer, intercooler, and some other stuff, the spreader for the vinyl. And here we have the NK wheels that I've been trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and eBay and like everywhere for the longest time. So these are rotary forged wheels. They're 18 by 8, so they're a little bit too, I guess, narrow for my liking, because the aftermarket ones, the Avid AV20s are 18 by 9.5, so I like the wider stance better, and I can put a fatter tire on them. So they look really cool. Okay, let me show you guys real quick if you haven't seen them already. Yeah, they look really cool. They're rotary forged. They're really nice quality, like brand new. Haven't touched these at all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this to the shop tomorrow along with the coilovers over here. See if they can install the coilovers and see if maybe I can get a trade-in with these. Maybe get some other wheels. I don't know if they carry like Koenigs or like some other NKs. Hopefully do like some sort of trade. And I'm gonna load these up into the car right now that it's empty. So we're at the custom shop here in Long Island City, and we got the car, or we're about to get the car up on the lift. So I was talking to Brett, and this is actually his car right over here. It's a nice little 1991 GTI, really nice, roll cage and everything. Show you guys real quick. Pretty mean looking. Yeah, so we're about to get the car up on the lift. What happened is we were talking about the custom exhaust, about doing a 3-inch diameter all the way from like the downpipe all the way back, maybe doing some custom tips. But I think we're going to go with the Invidia N1 racing exhaust instead for the WRX, so that just might be a little bit more cost effective. What we are going to try and get done today is put on the BC Racing coilovers. So one thing that the previous owner told me that like might not be included in the kit is this aftermarket, like with the control arms, is the aftermarket bolt that kind of goes into the suspension. So if that isn't available, or if we can't like get, you know, fabricate something or anything like that, we might not be doing the coilovers today. So we'll see. At the very least, we're gonna try and do a custom intake box. So not really a custom intake box, just gonna drill into the AEM intake box so that I'm able to fit the stock scoop into it. So we'll see what gets done today. So the guys are just about to put the coilovers on, and they found out that the front two were seized, so they're going to try and break them free. If they can't, they're just going to leave the height at that height that the previous owner had the coilovers at. I think it's going to be about a 3-inch drop if that's where it was preset, if it has to stay that way. If it can move, then I want to put it to 3-inch. The only thing is that the lower control arms didn't come with hardware. The bolts are missing, so I actually just ordered those. I contacted the manufacturer. It's like 20 bucks to order a set of M10 and M12 bolts along with washers and all the hardware. So we'll see when they get it to us, and then I'll bring it back and I'll have them adjusted, or I'll probably do it on my own, but we'll see. All right, so here's the car on the jack. I'm using my phone camera now. So this is still the stock suspension, and they're about to remove it and put in the BC Racing ones. Alright, so we got the coils installed, we got the installer right now. He's going to take it for a quick test drive. Looks pretty good. I think it looks kind of whack right now with the stock wheels, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going to put on the aftermarket wheels again, and we got this nasty WRX right over here. Look at this thing. Freaking beautiful. I don't know what kind of work you haven't done, but it looks really good. Oh my god. Beautiful. So yeah, they're gonna take it for a quick test drive, see how it's riding. The drop that we did is pretty moderate. Like, it's not too bad. I don't even think we really need the coils, or not the coils, the control arms, but I think it'll just look better. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know, one of these days, probably next week, I'm gonna take it for an alignment. They're gonna line it up, and then maybe we'll throw in the control arms just for the looks. All right, so here's the final product. The coilovers look pretty good. It's sitting very nicely. Like, this is about, I don't know, I like to see like a 3-inch drop in the front. Like, we have about 2 fingers right there. Yep, so it looks pretty good. And then in the back, they kind of left it a little bit more raised. Actually, right now it's at an angle, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, it is a tiny bit more raised, I'd say. So like maybe like 2.5, maybe 3 fingers. Yeah, about 3 fingers. So the good thing about that is that if I ever have somebody in the back, like it won't, like it'll level out. But still, like when you look at the car from the side, it is pretty leveled even at this height. It is off the edge of the curb now, but still. So yeah, it looks kind of crappy right now with the stock wheels on. So we're gonna take the stock wheels off. We're probably gonna put the Avid AV20s, the bronze wheels that I usually have. Probably put those back on. I was actually talking with the owner for a while. He's really cool. His name is Brett. I'm gonna link his Instagram and his YouTube channel in the description. You guys can check him out. He's honestly like one of the nicest, most personable guys. So like if you bring your cars here, he will take care of it. Like, he's very genuine. That's honestly the main reason why I came back. I was just talking to him about it, is that in the summertime I came over here and I was asking him about certain quotes and like things that I wanted to do to the car. Like I wanted to do like, you know, like the hood scoop, get like a custom hood scoop, see how much he charges for that and things like that, and like how we can get like the fenders flared and all that. And he kind of talked me out of some things because, like, you know, they are big jobs and like they will, it's kind of like going to the point of no return with doing certain jobs like that. But right now, the way it sits, it looks really good. And yeah, I'm gonna have him say a couple words about the car and about his shop and everything. Like, the shop is freaking beautiful. You guys saw the inside on some of those shots. It's located here in Long Island City, and kind of like near Astoria. But yeah, so far it's sitting really nicely. One other thing as like a bonus for today, so I don't know if I mentioned it already, but they sent me the wrong air scoop for the intake, because I was gonna do a custom intake box today. So we're sending that back because I think they sent me a WRX one. That's fine, we don't get to do that today. But something that's been on my mind for a long time, when I first got the car, I don't know if you guys could see that, the way the light is hitting the body right over there. I had put the car up on ramps the first time I tried to do an oil change, and I actually drove over the edge of the ramps, really dumb. And what happened was it got caught right over here on like the bottom of the fender, right? So it kind of pushed everything up, and it kind of like kinked this part of the fender. It did the other side as well, but the other side looks like perfect. Like, I pushed it in, it was no problem. The driver's side, or the passenger side rather, really took a hit. This is just a little scratch from something else. But like, yeah, if you see it at like a certain angle, it got kind of pushed in and it's kind of like warped a little bit. So we got a guy coming now. He's going to be here in like 5-10 minutes. He's going to come and repair this out. And so that's really good, because that's been kind of giving me trouble for the past couple months and stuff. But yeah, so really happy with the setup so far, and yeah, I'm gonna hand it over to Brett in a little bit. All right, so we got the car in the shop right now. We're getting the Dent pulled out over here on the side, and just take a couple more little looks over here. It's a little tight. I can't really show you guys exactly how it looks, but not too bad. I'm gonna roll it out in a little bit. We're gonna take a look at how the Dent looks, and I'll give you guys a couple more shots of that. Oh yeah.
Yelling at Costas. Shout out to my man Costas, a super kick-ass YouTube channel, The Human Car Jack. My name is Perrin Performance. We are here at my shop, the custom shop next door in Queens. Costas brought his 17 Forester in here today for some BC coilovers. He dropped it down. It's got a nice little stance to it, and I'm excited to see what this baby can do. Playing.
Alright, so just leaving the custom shop, and honestly, like, I just left a review. This is literally the greatest shop I've ever been to. The quality and the care, the assistance, everything, just like the time that it took, everything was just amazing. Like, the coilovers, just to get the coilovers installed, was, I don't know, it took like maybe like an hour, like not even, maybe like an hour and a half. Like, it was super quick. They kept checking in with me. They checked in with me like 3 or 4 times to make sure, like, hey, is this like a good ride height for you? Like, are you okay with this? Like, you know, just kept checking in with me and just being very thorough. And right now I was just talking to Brett. You know, you guys just saw him talk a little bit about the car, and we actually managed to get the dent out of the passenger side, so it looks really good now. Actually, let me take you guys there real quick so you can see it. Look at this. Look, it's non-existent. Amazing. It's flat. Like, the thing that was really hard, that it was right on the body lines over here. There's some like body lines, you can't really see it like with the sun and stuff, but it's flush now. It looks good. Like, this is just one little ding that I had done with like the garden hose one day, but like other than that, it's flat. It looks amazing. Like, the car looks great. I love the stance right now. Like, oh, let me see if I can go on this side real quick. Like, the stance is just on point. Can't really show you guys right now because I'm in the middle of the street, but I'm gonna go home right now. And you guys can get some shots outside of my house and see how it looks from there. Again, huge shout out to Brett and the custom shop. Please make sure you guys take a look. If you're in the New York area and the tri-state area, take a look at them. They do amazing jobs. Yeah, especially if you have like a off-roader, like a Jeep or anything like that. They do a lot of off-road cars. Here we have one last quick look at everything. Here's the setup. Let me back up a little bit so you guys can see the whole car. See a pretty decent drop. We got about 2 to 3 inches. I really like the way it's sitting. The front looks pretty good. It's kind of tucked in now because the wheels are only 8-inch width, but I really can't wait to get the aftermarket wheels on because they're a little bit wider. They're about 9.5, so they used to stick out. The 9.5 used to stick out a little bit from the fender, maybe about like 1/2 inch. And these are kind of tucked in now when they're used to be flush, because there is a little bit of camber going on right now in the back. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go to the shop, an alignment shop, sometime this week. They're going to fix the back because we don't have the lower control arms on because they just don't have the hardware. So once we get that all situated, the back's going to be sitting a little bit better. The front is already looking pretty good, so it's going to be all set up with that. It's going to be sitting really, really nice. It's going to look good. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you guys did indeed like the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Make sure you check out the custom shop, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, take care now. Peace.